In Yahoo Finance, you will got a lot of information regarding financial market. So let's say you want to download stock price of Apple, and how to do that. Let's say you want to download historical stock price for 1 month or for 1 year or for 5 years. How to do that? Or you want to download for multiple tickers like Microsoft, Google, Apple, then how to do that? Or you want to see, or you want to download cash flow or income statement of Apple, then how to download that? So you will see all these things in this video. So let's go and quickly see that how to do that. Even I will show you how to download the option price and option chain of a particular stocks or tickers. Okay, so stay tuned throughout this video, you got to know a lot of things. So let's quickly search. So let's say for example, I am saying you just search here Apple here. Now if you see, if you just search Apple, now you can see here regarding Apple a lot of information is available in Yahoo Finance, like your closing price, previous close, open, volume, average volume. Now, if you go to chart here, you click on chart, then you can see here, the closing price of Apple in a different day. So you can change. You need for 1 month, or you need the data for last 5 days or 3 months. You can change. Also, you can change the date range from which date to which date you want. Let's say I want the closing price of Apple from 1st of August to 6th of October 2023. So I just say apply, and then now you can see the data, everyday data. So this is how you can see here. But the question is how you can download this price to your desktop. I mean to your PC, and you can do any analysis that you can do, right? So now if you go to your historical data here, now you can see the price from 5th of October to all the way down to so here. So now here you can change it and you can see the price, but the question is how to do that. Now if you see here, there are a lot of things here. Option is also here, so I'll show you how to do that. So go to your browser here, just type Yahoo Finance Python API. All right, you type there and now click on that. You can see here there is one called Y Finance 0.2.31. This is the API. This is the library that you have to you have to install in your PC. So open your, so for install you have to write pip install Y Finance. So you have to go to your Anaconda prompt. If it's CMD, you can type CMD and you can see the command prompt. For me, I am using, you can type here pip install Y Finance, and then you can install it if you are using Python. And if you are using any other IDE, like for me, I'm using Anaconda, so I will install this in my Anaconda prompt. So I will just type Anaconda, and then this is my Anaconda prompt. I will write pip, then install, then Y Finance, and then I will say press enter. So if you press enter, then you can see here one message is requirement already satisfied. So this means that this this library is already installed in my PC. So for you, if you are doing it first time, so obviously you have to install this. Okay, so now once this is done, go to your any IDE. I am using Jupyter Notebook, so I'm just using my Jupyter Notebook here. So let me open one new So let me just open new. Yeah, so this is one new notebook. So let me write something here for you. I'm change this command to markdown, and then I'm writing simply um how to how to download data, or you can say historical data from Yahoo Finance. Okay, that's done. I don't know what's that. Okay, cool. So now I'm just saying import Y finance, the one that we download now is YF. Okay, so this is done. So now I'm importing the Y finance library here, which I just installed. Okay, so now you go to here and you see this. So what is saying? Download market data from Yahoo Finance API. Okay, so read this. So there are different module are there. So one is called ticker module. Okay, here, so this one anyway I have mentioned, so I can say this is ticker module. So this example is for Microsoft, so we'll go for Microsoft. So let's say this, and then you get all stock info. So I can say Microsoft.info, and then you can see the information of Microsoft. You understand how it is happening? So this is how you will get. So you just need to import your Y finance, and then you will see all the information. Now, if you want to, let's say, download the historical price, stock price, then you can just simply type here that you know now you can see this is the stock price of Microsoft for last 1 month. So now you can say this is your, so data is equal to this, and this is your data. So this is what you can do, right? Now coming to so meta information about the history, required history to be called first. So, and now if you say msft dot history metadata, now if you want to see that, then you can just type and you can see this is what it is, the metadata, right? So you'll get a lot of information. Now you got to know how to download the historical price, right? That was the main theme here, but anyway, you'll got to download a lot of information. Now if you say my msft.actions, so there is nothing for last 10 days. Dividends, if you want to see, there's no dividend as such. Anyway, so now if you come to download the income statement, so download the income statement. You see the income statement here. This is the Microsoft income statement. So this is how you can, let's say you want to see the balance sheet or download it, just type it in and search, you will see a lot of information here, right? Now you just tried, a lot of information are there. Let's say you want to see the option price, Microsoft option price. See here, this is Microsoft option price. Sorry, this is if you see the Microsoft option, then you will see the expiry date of Microsoft, right? So this is the expiry date, and this is the current expiry date, and these are the future expiry date. But in Yahoo Finance, you will not get any option price for the expired option, right? So now if you want to see the option chain, so let's see the option chain, okay, here. But this one, year month date, you need to put any year month date, the coming year month date, right? So just changes this. Now run it. See, this is what you got it. This is the option chain, right? So if you want to see the option chain, sorry, here, MSFT, right? So now you go to option here, options, and then you know, so which expiry date we said we are checking 13th 3010 October 13, right? So go to here, go to here, change the date to October 13, and here you go. This is the information what is available here, and we are getting all the data here. Okay. Now, coming back to this, so as you know, right? So you know the option chain how to read. So this is basically the in the money for call option, all the blue on the blue one, and the white one is out of the money for call option. And here this is put option. This is all this white background is all out of the money for put option, and this blue background is in the money for put option. Okay, because and this is 317 is the at the money because the price is going around that only, right? If you see this 319 is Microsoft, that's what the at the money option price here. And yeah, so basically this is the expiry date. You can choose any expiry date. So I choose 13th of October just to match the data with what I'm getting here. That's what you can choose any expiry date. So with that expiry date, these are the different strike. This is the last price of the option. This is bid ask, and this is IV implied volatility, and this is volume. So this is what it is. You can see at the money there are quite good volume are there for you can do a lot of things. So now this is what it is. Now coming back to, yeah, this is options. So another way to download your historical data for multiple tickers or single ticker is like you can say yf.download. So basically another way to do is like you can say yf.download, and then you give your ticker name. Let's say we have done for Microsoft. Now let's do for Apple, right? AAPL, and then I can say period is equal to 1 month. I want for 1 month data. Now this is what you can see all 1 month data for Apple. Now instead of period, you can just simply write your start. I mean this one, this syntax here, right? Things start and end, right? So this is start and end. You can just put like that, and you will see this the data. So start and end. Look, and then you run it, you can see the data now. Right? So this is how you can download all the data, all the information, option chain, news, all these things like from your Yahoo Finance. I think news one we missed somewhere. Somewhere will be inside that. This is news. So msft.news will show you the news also. Right? Go and check download here. Check download. Right? Now that's it. This is what it's a very simple libraries. There is nothing, no hard and fast rule. Just simply, first you have to install Y Finance, and then you are just importing Y Finance as YF. Then you can just keep writing YF dot everything that you are getting all the information here. So that's it all about this video, and I think it's a very basic things, but it's very important to if you really wanted to download data from Yahoo Finance. This is how you can do it. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Thanks.